Hello, friends. If you are here for the first time, welcome. If you are a subscriber, welcome back and thank you for your patronage. Today will be the Human Revolution 2. If you have not seen the Human Revolution, go ahead and do that. This is a continuation of that particular show. So let's go. Until recently, the oldest known European fossils dated to about 500,000 years ago. The Petrolona and contemporaneous European and African fossils are known as Homo Heidelbergensis. Humans could not have colonized Europe permanently until there were enough carcasses to scavenge. Dates for European sites over 500,000 years are insecure, but the sites in China have been securely dated to around 1 million years. Human fossils recently found in Spain do date to about 1 million years ago and points to possibly 2 out of Africa migrations. If true, the second out of Africa migration brought the Acheulean tool industry. European sites that are supposedly older than 500,000 years lack hand axes and other bifacial tools of the Acheulean industry, while younger sites contain them. Artifacts between Africa and Europe remained similar after 500,000 years ago, but the Far East had its own industrial tradition. About 200,000 years ago, the Acheulean, or early Stone Age assemblages, were replaced with Middle Stone Age tools that had refined flake technologies, generally without hand axes. After 200,000 years ago, humans differed greatly between the two continents, and by 100,000 years ago, Europe was the sole domain of Neanderthals. Meanwhile, the inhabitants of Africa looked much more modern. Fossils from sites in England, Spain, France, and Germany have the beginnings of Neanderthal features and indicates that Neanderthals developed in Europe. In effect, the out of Africa 2 hypothesis suggests that humans followed distinct evolutionary trajectories on the different continents where they were found. At 100,000 years ago, the Far East was still inhabited by poorly documented pre-modern peoples. Europe was, of course, inhabited by Neanderthals, and Africa had modern or near-modern humans. The out of Africa 2 model suggests that modern humans came out of Africa about 50,000 to 60,000 years ago, replacing the Neanderthals and Far Easterners, but did interbreed with them. An objection to the out of Africa 2 hypothesis is that modern humans evolved in Africa 100,000 years ago, so why didn't they migrate then? The partial answer is that the people in Africa may have been anatomically modern or near modern, but that they were behaviorally very similar to Neanderthals. In some behaviors, like building fires at will, they were advanced over earlier people, but they also had a lot in common with earlier people too, like manufacturing a small range of artifacts. They had small home ranges. They rarely used bone, ivory, or shells for artifacts, and they were relatively ineffectual hunter-gatherers. Based on what these early modern Africans did and did not do, we can reasonably conclude that they were cognitively modern, but without the capacity for culture. Once they obtained this capacity for culture, they gained a survival advantage over their Eurasian contemporaries. In fact, the oldest dates that are secure for decorative items appeared in East Africa about 46,000 years ago. Decorative items and artifact standardization is a hallmark of fully modern human behavior. So friends, I think I'm going to stop right here for now. There's really not much more I can get into without making a whole nother program. If you are here for the first time and you like my content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified when I come out with new content. As always, my sources are linked in the description. Join me on Twitter and Discord. Those are also linked in the description. I now have a PayPal account that is also linked in the description. I am not asking for money, but if you would like to support me in some way, feel free to do that. Join me next time for my next video. As always, thank you for watching. Question everything and never be afraid. Goodbye, friends.